Hello, world. It is me, Crownson's Corner, Ryan, Healing Chef. God damn it, that guy. Fuck that guy. I'm that guy. I've been, some bitch. I have many names. But real quick, some little ASMR. We're about to get this Thai guard going from Bud Bros.
Love that.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so can you unravel this while I say this little introduction, please? So, Healing Chefs podcast is all about chefs, right? And chef comes from chief. It comes from the word chief, and chief is a leader. Everyone I have on here is a chef, a leader in their own way. So today's chef is Tiva. Do you want to go by that, or do you want to give him your government? Just Tiva?
Tiva is just fine.
We're going with that. Fuck the government. Hashtag. Never mind. I'm not gonna test the demons.
Don't say it.
No.
Don't say it.
Intrusive thoughts. So yeah. If you could introduce yourself, I'm gonna light this thing. It's like a Halloween edition with the orange wrap.
Goji berry.
Oh, goji berry.
Yes, I am
2 grams.
Tiva.
Sativa. We're smoking sativa.
You're sativa diva. Yes, I am a sativa diva all day, every day.
That makes sense.
Yes. Everybody's like, why is your name Sativa? I was like, because I'm a sativa diva. Duh. Love it.
Thank you. This is the news that we need, folks. You guys keep asking the questions. Here's your answers, everybody. All right. So, can you explain to everybody what it is you do, and then after that, we'll get into like your personal journey stuff.
I love that. I work for Bud Bros. I am a brand ambassador, brand rep. I've been with them for a little bit over a year now. I love that. I'm also a business owner. I'm opening up Tiva's luxury canna boutique. So it is like a smoke shop, but for high-end people, if you will. I don't like to walk into a smoke shop and see, your average stuff, if that makes sense. It smells, no offense if you have a smoke shop. I'm just saying, like, they don't always smell good. They kind of like, there's always either a guy or like a cheap build-a-bitch behind the counter, and it's just like, I always feel like it's an upsell.
The flavor of the week.
Yeah, and it's just, it's not for me. And I feel like, I've walked into about 10 different smoke shops and not one of them had 24 karat gold wraps, and I was dying. Because how does not one single smoke shop, not even Scottsdale, Arizona, have 24 karat gold wraps? Give me a smoke shop that does. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a bougie girl, too. I love the extra stuff.
You were just mad about 24 karat.
Yes.
But yeah, no, everyone loves their shit. I got a homie that, man, he's got all, like, I don't know, shout out Espinosa. That dude's got so much fire shit. I'm like, yeah, you do you. Yeah. I don't, nobody cares. Yeah. So you're gonna have a smoke shop? That's dope.
Yes.
We'll talk some more about some business. All right, yeah. Because we got some things going on. I got a venue to look at here coming up, and we're gonna be doing some shit.
I like that.
Yeah. So awesome. Thank you for introducing yourself. And we're gonna go ahead and jump into the first segment, which is cannabis journey.
Ooh.
Your face.
Yes.
You got to make love to the mic, everybody.
You got to screenshot it at the right frame.
Yeah. Do whatever you want. I don't care. The more, I don't care. Anyway, so cannabis journey is all about your personal journey, like how you found cannabis and stuff. Like, some of us found it. Like I found it 13, smoking at a ditch party in Phoenix. Yeah.
Love that.
Going to Deer Valley Middle School.
I went to Agua Fria High School. Good old Avondale.
I went to Goldwater. Dirty Bong Water.
Dirty Bong Water.
Barry Goldwater High School. That's what they call this.
Yeah, no, I went to Agua Fria High School, home of the Owls. It is a very
It was a hoot.
Yeah, it was definitely a hoot. It was definitely a hoot for sure. Being, one of the only, wannabe, I don't know, girls. It was in the ghetto. I don't know if you've ever been in Avondale. It's fucking trash. If you live in Avondale, I'm sorry, but it's trash.
Yeah,
So
there's places.
found it in high school because I lived in the fucking ghetto and I was, a bad kid, if you will, and I always just kind of smoked pot, and that was my deal. Get drunk, them MD 40 2020s on the bleachers.
Headache. My headache just went boom, boom, boom. Thinking about that
Yeah.
grape.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, the grape one's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's never
always is that green apple for me. It was a green apple.
Mine
That
was
did
a
me.
grape. Mine was a grape.
Love that.
Yeah.
What's those? Those are the 24 karat wraps you smoking right there?
No, this is a goji berry wrap. It's a tiger. This is a soap, and I want to say, what is that? The cherry GMO. Is it soap?
Cherry Cosmo and the soap.
There we go.
This is from this high grade flour.
High grade flour, because our tigers are now it's gonna be I can't even talk. High grade flour, and then our diamonds. So
yeah, I was just talking to high grade recently about getting them on here. I emailed them. We're talking, but like I know strains. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
I'm surprised that one doesn't have the high grade sticker on it.
It doesn't matter because I'm here. Yeah. I'm the sticker. Put me on.
So, shit. High school, and then I had a kid, so I stopped smoking, and then I didn't get back into smoking weed until I was in my early 20s. And being in the strip club industry, you were definitely
I was the day manager, doorman at a gentleman's club in Kansas.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. Good money.
Yeah, great money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of the greatest people I've ever talked to. Some deep ass conversations, to be honest.
You would be surprised because some people have no idea. Of course, it's just like the stigma and everything else. Just like with weed, marijuana, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's got the name. You can call it flower, and still today it's very like, oh my god. Yeah. But still.
Well, I mean, you throw a couple labels on it, and like a couple peach labels on it without it saying really cannabis, and people are doing that nowadays. So
yeah, that's wild.
Wild stuff. Okay, no one's gonna get that reference. Johnny Carson, whatever, old man. But
you're not even that old. You can't even call yourself old.
She said that old. That's what she started with.
I call myself old. You can't call yourself old.
No, we're not. No, you can't be. We're not even.
What are you talking about?
I'm older than you. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway.
Barely. If we're doing the minus the 3 years and there's 13 months in each year thing, and you're only 3 years older than me. If not even 2.
That's all you have. Regardless of how we do the math, I'm older than you. That made me think for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. No, even if we do that, no, that doesn't make no sense.
2 years. 2 years.
You're good. Yeah, I don't buy into the societal norms of anything. So, anyway, so you found cannabis, and then you strip club stuff like that, deep conversations there and whatnot. Yeah.
Met a lot of people, and then left the strip club industry actually for the cannabis industry. So one industry for the next.
I left. I was going to be the sous chef for Roos Chris in Scottsdale.
Oh
wow! And I gave it up to be a bud tender at True Bliss.
Nice.
Yeah, because I'm like, I got to start somewhere. Like, I'm a chef and a high level chef. I was like chef for like everywhere from like Migos and shit like that, and all sorts of different things here in Vegas. But I was like, I got to get in there somehow, and I got to start learning and doing like this and build a foundation. So when I actually do something, I'm believable.
Right.
And I mean, I can read all these books, but if I don't do anything, there's nothing. It's just all theoretical.
Right.
And no one's going to buy that. So, yeah. So you left that industry. And
started at ELO as a bud tender. not
See?
for me.
Yeah.
You
After a
know,
while, you're like, wait a minute.
yes, you know, and then when I started there, you couldn't keep your tips, and then it's like COVID happened too, and it was like everything was bad, and I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. I got to walk away from this. This isn't, you know. And then
Yeah.
I ended up with Bud Bros, which was great, and I've been with them ever since.
They were one of the first episodes on here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Love that.
You can go back there. But I've known them for a while because like we talked about stuff because I was a bud tender and shit like that, and I've done a bunch of reviews on all sorts of different things. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I saw they just came out with some other stuff like the dual cartridges and stuff.
The connects, connects are absolutely amazing. I do love them. If you do like I don't even know what people want to call it, walrusing or whatever they want to call it, where they stick to, you know.
Oh shit! I'm
carts in their
out
mouth.
Of that
Yeah.
lingo. God damn! Wait a minute. Let me check.
Look in your Instagram for a moment.
Let me check my phone and see if I'm getting old. Oh shit!
2 different carts at the same time essentially is what they do, and you know, or 3, 4, or whatever. We have that, you know, the 2 that connect together, create your own hybrid, which is really nice. If you know, cured resin, live resin, distillate fusion, mix and match. Some people like the flavors, some people just like the strains, or just to be curious and try and put 2 and 2 together just to see what they can you know, come up with.
Yeah. Are they botanical terps?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. I was just wondering, because like, I don't know what flour was used or anything like that. But back to you. So like, you were like bud tender and stuff out here. And then that changed. And what made you like the brand ambassador and stuff like that? And
so I went to one of the cannabis events at the water park. That was super fun.
Now or back that way? I don't
even know. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Is anybody even watching? No. A lot of people watch this after it's recorded, but
I at a water park followed Bud Bros, you know, did the whole thing. I was already wanting to open a smoke shop, so this was kind of like my best way in to kind of figure out what people like, what people don't like, where I'm going. And then they put out a thing that they needed somebody for a weekend. I said, hey, I'm free that weekend. It's Earl Cup, and I've been with them ever since.
Dope.
I love it.
Yeah. I've heard like so much like about you as a brand ambassador. I definitely was like on the list to get you on here and stuff like that. Yeah,
good things, I hope.
Oh yeah, no, they're like horrible shit. They're like no, not at all. It was good stuff. And honestly, if you go around and ask the right people, they're gonna tell you all horrible shit about me, and I don't really give 2 shits about those people because I build my own reality around myself. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I create for myself, and then if those that like it end up showing up, that's how you create your own reality and your own vibe. And I don't need the bad vibes, you know?
I like that.
Yeah. So you just changed the channel, dog. You ain't gotta fucking listen to the shit.
Right. If you don't like it, move on.
Unless you're like Steve Harvey, you need to address him. Like you can not talk him up, but I don't know, dog. Maybe address that dude. But then again, you know, negativity only spawns more negativity. We should pass it around. We can go this way. So, all right, we'll go. Where's my shit? All right, we'll go ahead and jump into the next segment. Though, did you have anything else to add to the cannabis?
That was
sorry. I'm a stoner, ADHD, and all sorts of shit.
We're lit. That's what.
Whatever excuse you like. What's working today? Shit. I just made myself laugh. What's the next? Trip Tales, psychedelic. Yeah, I need Joe Biden's handler for when I start talking and doing shit. Because if they can keep him some sort of on track, which I haven't found one fucking audio clip that he isn't talking like a crazy person. But if they can keep him on track, maybe they can keep me on track.
I think so.
Yeah, they're probably watching anyway. So Trip Tale is all about psychedelic experience, yours or like anything you've learned or read or any shit like that.
Okay, so I am a regular mushy user, if you will. I do enjoy a good mushroom morning coffee. It is nice. Ha! I saw that. It was a very, I guess you can say you got the good mushroom coffee. I like Rise, and then I have my little mushy queen, if you will, and I like to grind up my dried mushies and put just a little bit in my coffee just to start the day nice. And,
Yeah.
it makes you look at things a little bit differently. Weed is great, but I like mushrooms in the morning.
Yeah, definitely. It get that little like dose or whatever will
Mhm.
get you going. Wait a minute, what the fuck am I mad about? Or
Yeah.
like, I'd be like, why am I fucking wasting time doing this shit?
Yeah.
Like it just you get it. Life is all I mean, just like perspective.
Correct.
And what we have a problem with that psychedelics helps with a lot is getting us out of future and past tripping.
Mhm.
Like we're always worried about that next bill or this other deadline that's coming up. And I love this. There's this. I believe. Excuse me if but I believe he's Indian, and he makes these clips. And he's like it's like some motivational, but it's like shit talking too. He's like, "Fuck your deadline." Nobody fucking dies anyway.
Eh,
Nobody fucking dies anyway. And like you're like, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. It's like if you get it done, who cares?
yeah, once it's done, it's done.
Yeah, if it's not, whatever.
Patience. It just helps. It does really help you look at things a different way and how you go about your day and how you start your day. And I really enjoy that. As an
Yeah,
adult, you're growing every day. If you're not growing, you're doing something wrong.
yeah, kind of going backwards. And that's kind of where I was like these past couple weeks, and I started like doing this thing again where it like people can't have a hard time like latching on or like even and buying in because I get like reactive aggressive because I'll hear something and I'll be like motherfucker.
Hmm.
And I'd be on that shit like a pit bull.
Yeah.
And and then I'll like put something in my story or something. And then like as I tripped recently, I like sat and like tried to look at a perspective of somebody who isn't me, who's just a follower looking at this, and like they're like, what just happened? He's mad at this person. What'd they do? Okay, there's one thing, and then the next day there's nothing else about it.
Yeah.
You got to be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Like, what just happened? Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Everything's fine
Do I
now.
need
Like,
this fucking energy in my life? And like, and I'd be like, if it was me, I'd be like, fuck no.
right.
And I'm like,
Exactly.
and as soon as like when in my trip, I'm like, see, that's the shit that this is about. This is what psychedelics is about. Changing that perspective.
Exactly. Changing how you look at everything, how you perceive things. I have teenagers, so it really helps me try to
Oh
understand what they're
Jesus
going
fuck.
through right now in life. And some other people don't really get it. They're, because they still think, psychedelics are crazy or, weed's crazy or not for it. But times are
Well,
way
yeah,
different
that's
than
what
when
I
I
was
grew
saying
up.
when your kids, because like I was talking with somebody, I think at the sesh last night at Exhale Society that we
Oh,
had.
yeah.
Shout out to everybody who was there. That was dope. I think we had like almost every table that was there. Not everyone sat together because we're all socially awkward,
Yeah.
but it was pretty dope. But like I was talking with someone. Shit, now I fucking talked myself in a circle. What were we saying? Fucking-
We were talking about mushies and having teenagers.
Oh, yeah. So when we went home at the end of the day, we didn't have social media, so the day was over.
Right.
The fucking day ain't over for these kids.
No, absolutely not.
So to get that perspective, I have no fucking clue. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, that's got to be
Yeah,
insane as a
no.
kid nowadays.
It is. I do
And
enjoy
for a mom, yeah, trying to learn too
yes, and I'm
and
very
keep
open
up.
with all of my kids about everything, about marijuana, about mushrooms, about, psychedelics,
Yeah.
things that are good for you, things that are bad for you, what drugs to look out for, fentanyl on the market. Different
Yeah.
things are just wild because everything is so easily accessible. And mushies are easily accessible to teenagers too, whether people want to admit it or not. They're so worried about these cannabis carts. Well, you need to be worried about these mushy carts, or these mushies, gummies,
Chocolate
all
bars.
all these little things that are out there that are, because that shit still has garbage in it too. If it's off the street, or you don't know where it comes from.
Trap chocolates.
Yep. And so I just, educate them on everything that goes on around them so that they're aware, so that they're not socially awkward or they're not like kind of dumbfounded, because peer pressure these days is everything is escalated by times, I'm going to say 30 since when I grew up. And I'm
Yeah.
in my 30s, and my oldest is 17. She'll be 18 this year. And then I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old. So my 15-year-old, God bless her, she's asleep by 7. I love her. She's great. My 17-year-old's up all night, and my youngest is not. But I am an active smoker all day, every day. I do love to smoke. I do like my mushies in the morning, and my kids wouldn't even tell you the difference, but they'll tell you when I do need to smoke.
Yeah, a lot of people tell you when I need to smoke too.
They'll be like, "Mom, maybe you should smoke for a minute and then come back and talk." You're right. You're right. Maybe I should go. They're very corrective with me. I love it. I
Yeah,
do
that's
love it.
why
They're
that's
very
the
supportive
homies that I
too.
keep around too. Yeah. Like, because sometimes I need to be checked.
Yes, and
I
I
could,
think more adults should admit that too. Oh, hey.
hey, la 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 la. That was corn, everybody. If you like corn, Google them.
Google.
Okay, Google. Oh, did it? I did it to myself. I was just seeing if someone's listening to this at their house. And shit, I just launched your phone.
Whoops.
Oh shit, that's funny. Sorry.
No.
But yeah, you keep it open and talk with them. That's good
Yes.
because yeah, hiding the shit just creates that fucking that need to find out, and then when you find out, you can be like tapped into like shit that you shouldn't be anyway.
Right. And I'm very open with all of their parents, their friends' parents, things like that. Like, listen, I am in the cannabis community.
I would hope that
All
you're
the
open with
schools.
their parents, because that'd be
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Right. Um, walk into school, my outfit on. I'm very cannabis, I got earrings, I got jewelry. It is what it is. But
You're
that there's a fine line between, being respectful back and forth, but they're still very that stigma, like, oh, well, she's, a pothead mom, or she's one of those moms. And I'm like, yes, I am, but I'm
Yeah.
also a business owner.
We also think you're one of those moms.
Yes.
Karen.
All of them, all the Karens in the world. But I'm very respectful. Like, and you wouldn't know if I didn't tell you anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
for
you
sure.
couldn't look at me and be like, oh, she's a stoner mom. You would have no idea.
Yeah. 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 For the most part, like, most of the shit that I've ever done, if I fucking sat here and told people, they'd be like, no fucking way. like, you fucking way. That's why I got it. Anyway, alleged.
Legend.
Fuck that shit. I'd be.
Time out.
You motherfuckers. Sorry. All right. Did you want to add anything else to psychedelics? I myself am trying. I'm looking to get a new psychiatrist, just because him and I had a problem regardless. But I'm also looking to do because they're doing a lot more treatments now and studies for veterans with psychedelics, talking about like psilocybin and MDMA. I'm hoping, and then also they now have the ketamine.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the ketamine.
Inhalers.
I knew that was coming out.
And I'm trying to get on that shit because that's what helps me. Because the treatments from the other clinic are really expensive.
Right.
This would be a more accessible thing. And also, I've reached a point where I know it's not an abuse thing at all. So I get to a point, because even at the treatments, like after a certain point of doing it, I'm like, I don't need to do this right now.
Right.
Like I got to where I needed to get, and from there, it's not even it's not helping. It's just I'm just kind of like
Sustaining it as if.
well, I just kind of would get high, and I'm like trying to. I was always trying to find some work to do on myself, but then like I kind of got to a point where I was happy with myself, and I'm like, okay, this is starting to become me just getting high,
Right.
and so I'm like, no, but now I'm like, I need to like restart it again, but I don't want to do the expensive shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because shit's expensive now.
Because life's expensive. Fucking,
Fuck.
you're charging us for water.
Yes.
Charging us for grapes and apples, the shit God gave us for free. Fucking, we got to charge for weed
Listen, I get so mad at those
so we
people.
can buy water
So we can buy water.
with plastic in it.
Yes. Listen, if you have an
Fuck.
orange tree
Sorry.
or a lemon tree,
I could go in.
donate your. Like, do you have a lemon tree? An orange tree?
I have an apartment.
I have an apartment. I always want to leave notes on people's doors that have orange trees and like lemon trees, and all the fruit is sitting there rotting.
Not
and
at all.
And I'm just like, can you do something? Like, do you know how many people are
I'm
out
a
there?
chef. I'd be turning that into cakes
That's-
and jellies and jams.
That's
and
what I'm
fucking
saying.
Juices, and I'd be juicing the shit out of that. You know how expensive juice is?
Juice something. Like, do
Just make us
something
pay
with
for
it.
juice.
Yes. Grapefruit juice. I see grapefruits rotting all the time in my neighborhood, and I just want to knock on people's doors and be like, what is wrong with you letting all of this fruit go
I'm
to
an old
waste?
white guy. I love grapefruit. I love grapefruit. Sorry. I love natural shit. Like I don't know, dude. I'm tired of like. But then again, I just ordered a bunch of like sour candy and shit in the house. So fucking horrible.
I love
Let me tell you what to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling like, and then I go and order candy. Yeah.
I like the what is it? Freeze dried Skittles. Those freeze dried Skittles have been my favorite thing lately.
There's a lot of products now coming from like Cali out here. Like I think some AZ companies are going to start making them like different things. Like there's like freeze dried ice cream or like puddings or something like that and stuff. And it's pretty cool. But I mean,
I only like the candy. I'm too scared to try the rest of the stuff. I'd rather eat snails.
I have some really good ideas for some edibles and stuff, and I'm not gonna share it yet.
Surprise!
It'll be it, but believe me, when I do things, I do things. So, it's gonna be pretty dope, and everyone's gonna like it. It's gonna be accessible to like all. It's gonna be on that edge of for women cute and for dudes be cool. So,
okay.
yeah. So,
hey.
and maybe a little international. I'm just gonna leave that at that. But where are we at? We're in the studio. No, just kidding. Psychedelics. Yeah, with the treatments and stuff, with the spray and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The inhaler, I could do that, and then once I'm at that point again and I don't need it, I can just set it down but I have it there on call if I have like one of those issues or one of those days, because that other thing is a treatment right then and there, and you just got to do all the work right then. It's
right.
Like, fucking go. Because it wears off. With that, I can like have my own like treatments at home and stuff in a safe environment and so on and so forth. After already having done all that shit, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah,
for.
That convenience purpose for you is much needed.
Yeah, and maybe one day I'll sit here and do a fucking treatment in the spray or the inhaler or something. Maybe I won't show you exactly me inhaling it because fucking some sort of guideline that they're like you can't do that shit. But maybe I'll show people like
how it works,
yeah.
the effects.
Maybe. I would like to do that one day.
That would be nice.
All right. So, do you want to add anything else? I'm just rambling now.
No, that's it for psychedelics for me.
Marijuana on two. Marijuana. All right. We'll go ahead, break real quick, and we'll jump into the last two segments.
Because they try to
welcome a couple things
has and bag everybody.
speaking of that, mental health is wealth.
Yes.
Mental health is wealth. You're good. It's the weed, dog. He's like, yeah, mental health. I'll have one. I'll have one of them.
Yes. Mental health is important.
Yeah, absolutely. So I battle with PTSD, being a veteran. Fully disabled. If you look at my shit, I should be. It's like 150% disabled with the different issues that they've given me. And when you thank you for your service, the Patreon. Just kidding, but yeah, that's part of what I paid for my services. My sanity for the most part. And I work with that every day, and I've gotten to a really great place. And I have therapy like every other week and stuff like that. I have therapy coming up Wednesday and stuff. But mental health is a very serious situation. People need to be okay with talking about it. Like I checked myself in last year because I was having a lot of problems. People need to be okay with taking that, what I call a vacation, because like you fight it because you're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But once you're there, and if you just fucking just time out and breathe, depending on where you're at, because I've been to, and just like go through the shit, like it's well needed for a lot of us, because on a day to day, we're fucking worrying about so much shit. To do some inner work, it fucking is fucking dope. But do you deal with anything? I mean, I'm sure with being a mom and like, yeah.
My son, my daughter, oldest is transitioning from he to she,
Okay.
17. So and all has to do with mental health. Diagnosed my oldest was diagnosed bipolar, psychotic, schizophrenic, affective, and ADHD at the age of 3.
Oof.
Yes. So lots of medication. So there was she was diagnosed lithium and risperidol. So for
Jeez.
3 years, my oldest was on risperidol, and if you know anything about that drug, you know that it was 98% estrogen. So there was a big lawsuit about it. Because my oldest didn't get any physical features, like young boys were getting boobs, my baby ended up just very feminine. And I'm extremely girly. There was no way around it. And I kind of accepted that, and I kind of knew what it was moving forward. When the doctor, called me, and the pediatrician was like, "Hey, you need to stop this medication. There is an active lawsuit." And that is a scary thing to go through. And then now it's just been like a journey of trying to figure out what's next, because now, everybody's not being, LGBTQ, or there's so many words for it, is different still. And her being the way she is, very feminine, so even without makeup on, definitely looks just like me. So she never really got that male testosterone, if you will. None of that. All that lacks. Barely any facial hair. Barely. I don't know. She's 5'5". She's not very tall.
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
crazy though. I didn't know about that.
Mhm.
See, here's the thing. The VA keeps prescribing me shit. And I'm like, I don't take a fucking thing.
No, all medications.
I don't trust none of that shit. I
No.
barely take aspirin.
It's very important to really do your research. And I was a young mom, so I really trusted the doctors. And this is where I took a turn of where you could say for the right, because I was like, whoa, what is going on? Now what's going to happen? And then I was told, after the effects and everything, at that time, my son was crazy, and he's this, and he's got multiple personalities, because he went from being very boyish to very girly, what felt like overnight, and was now wanting to dress in girl clothes and his, sister's clothes instead of his clothes. So it was very And I trusted these doctors. And it was just, oh, no, now you're this. Oh, no, how now he's this. And now you're sitting here in the Emily Center in the Phoenix Children's Hospital going, well, the fuck am I looking up? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
And then,
Fuck.
like, as time went on, came out about 10, and I'm like, I already know. And it just has kind of progressed since then. And now it's just very scary for her to be the way she is in today's society, not understanding everything. But it is what it is now.
Yeah. First of all, I believe that everyone just needs to be more understanding of each other and stuff like that. Because like there's so many things going on in each of our lives. Like we think that we can interject ourselves into people's lives over a simple subject or some sort of shit, but we don't know like the entire story. And not like even if you did and you had something to say, no one really gives a shit. But like that's something with my mental health that I'm fighting and stuff. Like I have to have some like personal things that I hold within. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need to be involving like the public with my protest of certain things and stuff like that.
Right.
Like we were talking about me, like who gives a shit? But yeah, no, she's got a lot to. It's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But I feel I really hope that we're all waking up, and no matter what people's life or whatever the fuck is going on, we're more accepting because we are way more powerful together than we are separate into these different groups that they separated us into now. They've got us
Correct.
into LGBTQ. They have us into different races. They have us into different political affiliations. They have us into different TV fucking shows, into different sports teams, into all these different things. They're just different ways to separate you from noticing that they're all fucking pulling the strings on us.
Exactly. Definitely. They definitely are. It's really different. And, there's so many different words for things now. You got to tiptoe around things. I'm very, being gay, you're gay. If you wear a dress, you wear a dress. I mean, I don't know if anybody's seen Tu Wong Fu. Like, have you seen Tu Wong Fu? I mean, I don't understand the
I don't
difference
think I've
between
ever
that.
watched the movie, but yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
it is. You should watch the movie. It's a great movie. It's hilarious. Um, you know, being different is okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to express yourself, but just be courteous. Just remember there's other people watching you at all times. You can get your point across without being aggressive or too abrasive with people.
Mhm.
You don't have to verbally attack somebody because you don't like the way they're dressed, or you're supposed to be a boy, why are you dressed like a girl? What's wrong with you? You need holy Jesus. So that has happened to my son several times.
I wonder those people that say that if they're because like when like angry people just lash out at shit like that they're angry about it themselves. The people that are yelling at the world don't realize the world is a mirror and you're just screaming at yourself.
Mhm.
Really, I wonder if those people are actually attracted and are like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like what? I mean, I don't like you're mad at yourself. Like
Right.
just like it's okay to be you. Like who gives a shit? One of the things that I've heard more recently that makes sense is what's the is it Terrence Howard? He's the actor.
Oh, okay.
He's very smart, and he's been looking into a lot of different things. And you should Google. And I forgot exactly what the video is about. But he's like, nothing in this world is a straight line. Everything is on a spectrum, as we're all knowing, especially with ADHD and all sorts of different things.
Mhm.
Saying like, you don't have to be attracted to someone or something to notice someone's attractive and stuff like that. Everything's a spectrum. So like you're yelling at yourself, and everyone
Right.
needs to calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I do like to take mushies, because I could personally say I was one of those 0 to 100 person. Like, that was me. I would 0 to 100 immediately. I was very spicy, spicy, spicy. That's what I'd call myself. But now, as years gone by, growing and trying new things, trying to understand things, I look at things completely different. And then with going to doctors, and I'm not a prescription person. I can't do it. I
Yeah.
refuse. So dealing with the different, my oldest having to deal with all of that mental health issues, it's one of those things where mushies help and you get through it.
Yeah. I grew up, I think one of the great things that I grew up with, my grandfather would take me to powwows and stuff like
Okay.
that and teach me about Native American history and stuff like that. And, we're white people. So he like swore up and down his great grandfather was like, I don't know, Delaware Indian or something, and I'm like 100,000,000%. But the point is, they taught me about like even the Native Americans and stuff, on the point of like trans people and stuff like that.
Mhm.
There was trans people way back and stuff like that. So, and everyone's understanding, and actually a lot of the trans people were looked at as holy people, which is so like they got us all fucking confused.
Mhm.
We're all fighting within each other. And just not just that, but they taught me like they're like there's more to this than what's going on and shit like that, and a lot deeper things, and people need to stop being on the surface level
Right.
bullshit.
Right. It's different, especially today, because there's so many different names and pronouns and this and that and this and that. And people are really quick to get offended or be aggressive. Like you're going to get offended if I don't use a correct pronoun. I don't even understand all the pronouns. My baby doesn't care about, obviously she knows she was born a boy. She's not stupid. She doesn't do the they, them, all that. She thinks that's ridiculous. She's like, I know what I am. If you ask me, I'll tell you. I'm not afraid. But I like who I am today, where I'm at, and this is me.
Fuck yeah.
And some people are going to be aggressive about it, and it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to be curious, but you don't have to be aggressive. You you don't have to be mad if I don't use the correct term or anything. I'm still learning. Sometimes I say she, sometimes I say he. I say I'm a girl mom. That's the best way for me to say things is I'm a girl mom.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
that
is,
works.
you know what I mean? I'm a girl mom.
Yeah. I mean, as much as, everyone has to just, like I said, just be more understanding. People are going through so much shit on a daily basis. Like you think, I don't know, it's just hard for me to like be that person anymore. That is just not like when I see like, even I do on the side, I'll do like food deliveries and shit like here and there. And I'll show up to a restaurant nowadays, and these people will be like stressed out of their fucking mind. And I guess other drivers, and maybe I've been that guy at some time, are just like, "Will you fucking hurry up," or something, like stressing them the fuck out. And they're like, I'll make sure you get the order and something like that. I'm like, yo, just whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here for that.
I
Like,
do that too.
like
So
just have a great day. Like, yeah, let me help a little bit. Like,
I always tell people,
fuck.
are you okay? Like when they get really mad or they're like yelling at people or they get yelled at, I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah, maybe
relax
don't
for a
ask me.
second.
Don't ask me like that. I'm gonna tell you how okay I am. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask you how okay you are. Are you okay? You okay asking me that guy? No, sorry. No, but yeah. This is funny. All right. So, with that, you have anything else for mental health? And thank you for sharing with that.
No, that's it.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the plug talk real quick and close
Plug
it out.
talk.
Weed. All right now. So plug talk is all about promo, what you have coming up, going on, what's up with the what's up, and then Bud Bros, your shows.
Yes.
Yep, all those.
So Bud Bros is going to be changing a few things, just more so our boxes. Our Connects just came out, and we're getting displays for all of the dispensaries that our stuff is at, just so that a lot of people can see how the Connects work. I know that's, really hard to describe to somebody how they work or how they turn into a double barrel. So
It's two carts at the same time, fools. You hit the shit both
Yeah.
of them at the same. It's like
you would think the
It's
biggest
like-
question is, but what does it do? They
So-
they go together, and they're like,
Yeah,
but
so
how? How do they stick
the-
together? It's a magnet.
yeah.
It's like,
It's It's magnetism, people. This is how you
They're
think this
so
world
good.
works.
They're so good. I can't. They're so good. I always have a Bud Bros. I don't have my purse with me right now, but I do. I always have a Bud
Whoa.
Bros.
All right. So yeah, changing the boxes, all that
Yep.
shit.
Changing the boxes. You
Connect
gotta,
fours,
right?
Connect twos at least right now.
Yes. We added a few new strains that are coming out, so keep a lookout for that. That'll be nice.
That's what's up. Shout out to the Bud Bros people over there.
Yes. And then Tiva's is opening in July.
Pero donde?
Yes.
Where?
In Scottsdale, Old Town. Old Town. I will be disclosing a location here very soon, so that'll be very nice.
Awesome.
Yes.
Scottsdale. I'll make sure I get out like my nice clothes.
Your
First
nice
off,
clothes.
I got to buy some nice clothes, and then I'll lay them out.
Define nice though.
I just need some newer clothes.
Just newer clothes.
Yeah, I don't really care about my style is like, for the most part, is upper fucking class stoner. I don't know. I'm not trying to go full wook.
Sweatpants and a t-shirt is usually my daily.
I'm trying. I sometimes wear the matching sweat, like the black and gray tie dye shit. Like, I don't know. It's not that serious, but I'm just saying I just need an excuse to go buy some clothes.
Oh, good. I'm glad I gave you an excuse.
Yeah, you usually buy. I mean, most of my 99% of my fucking clothes are weed. For the most part, it's Alien Labs. I worked for them, but I also just like style. Dan Rowan is their artist. He's fucking dope.
Yeah, they do have a lot of. I have like 8 different Alien Lab shirts. I like it is literally shirts from different vendors and different weed companies, and sweatpants or leggings. That is usually my daily attire because I do have to wear my leggings almost every day, and I try to switch it up. But it's usually a weed shirt, leggings, sweatpants. Yeah. That is, stoner attire.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I looked at my wardrobe like, holy shit. I've started giving shit away. I got some more bags I need to make up, but I already gave away about 3 trash bags full of weed shirts to Goodwill.
I love that.
Yeah, I got a couple more to do too. I wash them and then I take them and make sure they're all nice and shit. Not just like smashed in a bag either too. Well, I mean, I'm doing it to help people. I'm not trying to just like throw trash at people. Like that's the dickest move. Anyway,
that is.
And I wholeheartedly believe in karma, but I also embrace both sides. Like, don't like people get it twisted. Like, this is the healing chefs, and I'm like, I'm really nice too, but I embrace both sides.
Oh,
yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. Because sometimes that's needed.
Yes.
Not a lot though. Anyway, so anything else?
No.
So what I got going on the next guest next week is drum roll. Jeter Angel.
Hey.
Shout out, hey everybody. And then also from the Extended Cookies family, the guy from Lemonade, Growing Passion.
Hey.
Good old GP. We game here and there through the homie Max, aka Dingles and stuff like that. So yeah. We do the Call of Duty. They make me look really bad. I'm a veteran though. I did it for real.
You got a sharp eye there, sharp eye.
Yeah, but they're really good. So, and then shout out again to everybody. Team Skunkworks. I'm gonna give you some of this stuff. This flour, this tester and whatnot. If you guys go ahead and hit him up. Team Skunkworks with a Z at the end. The DMs are open. Mr. Boof, man, shout out to Fino Rich. Got some stickers gonna lace you with. Boominati with the 1400 milligram stuff. Alien Labs, Habari Entertainment for all your video needs. We got some more shit coming up. We're checking out another venue this Saturday for a new sesh market. Maybe coming up here soon. Real soon. I'm tapping back in with some homies.
I love that that's still lit, by the way.
And just like me today, me?
That is still lit.
Yes, I am. But yes, this is still lit. We're still smoking. Thank you very much for coming out. It was dope. Have you on in the future talking about other stuff, man. I was so fucking high.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Dope. Thank you for bringing the tiger.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bud Bros, for that. Tap in, smoke up, trip out. Love you all. We're out of here. I need food. All right.